everyone, this is Elizabeth, and today I'm happy to bring you the birthday party stamp set by Simon Hurley via Ranger. Oh my goodness, you guys, there's 20 pieces to this. This was sent to me, so this video is sponsored by Simon Hurley and Ranger, so thank you very much to both of you guys for letting me have it first and share it with all my besties out there watching. Isn't it just adorable? So we have the outline and then we can stamp the color in. So this is gonna make for some easy cards, let me tell you. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna get our little card panels. I'm using just regular white cardstock. Oops. I don't think, yep, nope, okay. It's sticky. I love photopolymer. Oh, it's so fabulous and it smells so fun. But let's get these where they need to be. Let's put that back here. We're going to use quite a bit of these goodies, I feel. We're gonna make a nice presents lined up in the back for our cake to sit in the front with some balloons. So let's get stamping. We're gonna stamp out, well, let's see here. Here's the cake. We're gonna put our cake on here. We're gonna introduce a line for like a table, and then we're gonna have our presents behind the cake. So it looks like I just need 2 to fill that in, and then we're going to stamp our balloons on here. Yes, that'll be fabulous. So we're gonna go ahead and stamp. I'm gonna stamp the things I need to fussy cut out on this piece. So we're gonna get 2 packages and the cake, and then the balloons we're going to just stamp right on here and then do some ink blending. I think that'll be quite fun. Let me get my stamp positioner. That way there, if we have anything that needs restamped, we can easily do that. I have my waffle flower stick mat in here. We're gonna put that down. And I'm feeling a little embossy. Let's get embossy today. How do you guys feel about that? Let's do some beautiful black glitter with some rainbow stuff in there to get our balloons nice and beautiful. So we're gonna use our anti-static tool. We're gonna close that up so we don't anti-static our stick mat. I've done that a couple of times. So if you do it, all you gotta do is wash it. Wash your mat, it'll be fine. Okay, I'll plop this in the, well, you know what? I don't wanna plop it in the corner because I'm gonna want the balloons off of that edge too. So we're gonna come right about there, pick that up. Gonna grab our Versamark, or yeah, Versamark, or whatever you use to get your embossing done. Okay, and we're crafting along today, which means that I'm gonna do all the steps with you. There's not gonna be any fast forwarding. There's not gonna be any cuts or edits, so you can follow along with me once you get your set, or maybe you have something similar and this is, you know, enticing to you. Okay, so we're gonna pull that. We're gonna grab our little doodad here. Gonna open this up, and I like to emboss 1 or 2 items and then heat set them. I just feel more confident that way. Oh my gosh, you guys, look it. It's so pretty. Okay, we're gonna get that back into our jar. I am using a coffee filter. The embossing powder doesn't really stick to the coffee filters. So, I mean, you can use a piece of paper. You can use whatever makes you happy. Okay, I'm going to turn this on. So, it might get a little loud. Heat it up. Make sure it's getting hot. And then from the back side, we're going to warm it. Warm it up. Warm it up. Okay, and then we're going to slow it down and start heating the embossing powder. Okay, now heating it from the back side allowed most of the glitter to stay put. And just like heating it from the front side, you're just going to look to make sure that everything changes to the liquidy format and then embosses. Beautiful, isn't it? Let's put a lid on that. Knowing me, I will smack it or sneeze or, you know, something will just blow that all over the place. We're going to open this back up and we're going to get some more balloons on here. I didn't clean my stamp, so I need to be careful. If I go to set it down, I want to make sure I set it. I still need to trim, so I think I'll set it right there. I think that'll be a good spot for it. And then back in with our Versamark or your embossing ink of your choice. There's so many good ones out there. I've had Versamark for years though. Tried and true, right? There we go. So we're gonna ink that. Give it a little press. We can give it a little tip to see if it inked up good. This balloon didn't look as shiny as the rest. So we're just gonna give it another press. That one just didn't look as good as the rest. Gonna lift it, and there it is, all nice and inked up. Get our little doodad out again. Ooh, it's so fun. It's so fun to do the embossing powder. Look at that. Now, sometimes this happens. Like, I got a little bit of over inking, okay? That's not a big deal. We can fix that easy peasy. So before we turn on our heat gun, we're gonna we're gonna return this stuff home because we don't want it all over the place. And then we're just gonna get a little paintbrush. A little paintbrush. Oh, come here, little paintbrush. Okay? And then we're just gonna brush that little bit of excess off, okay? And if you just kind of disturb it, okay, just kind of poke at it a little bit and disturb it, it'll loosen itself up and it'll tap off. And that spot is just a little spot. So I'll get a smaller paintbrush. You could use your pokey tool maybe to just get those little particles to loosen up. Gentle taps if you're a tapper. Let's get that off of there. And this might get covered up anyway, so I'm not going to fuss too much about that area. And then again, from the back side, we're going to heat it and watch it and make sure it goes from flat to glossy. Don't do like I did. I had it a little bit too close to the paper and kind of singed it so it came through. But I'm not worried about it because we're going to ink it up. But yeah, if I wasn't moving it and it was too close to the paper, you can singe and scorch your stuff, but it'll cover up just the same. So let's get this a little inky, and let's grab, you know what, I'm feeling a little purpley and a little red and a little blue, I think, for some of these balloons. Now, we could totally use the stamp to get the colors in there, but today we're going to do some ink blending right into the balloons. Okay, so I'm just going to use my little brush and go right in there, just like so. Okay, we're going to pick a couple of blue ones. If I want it a little darker, I just go over it a couple more times. Okay, so we got some blue with some no diving. Then we're gonna pick up some purple with our Crown Me. Oh, that's pink. This one's purple. And then I'm gonna ink it right over the blue. Like the balloons are a little transparent, so they're gonna make a new color in there. And then get that in there. Look at that. And we'll do this one too. Very easy to color up. Look at that. Look at that. So beautimous. And that was Crown Me. And then we're going to go in with some Love Struck Red. Because why not, right? Ooh, that's going to be deep. I might have some other ink on this one. That's okay. Just blend that. And then this one right over the other two. Just like that. Oops, I got my fingers in there. Look at that. That's okay, because remember, we're going to have those presents and the cake over the top of that. So it's going to do fabulous. Now we want to ink in the background. But before that, let's get that cleaned up. A nice rag and a wipe. Okay. And let's do a Tropical Tango background, because why not? What brush do we want to use for that? Let's do a big old brush. Let's do a big happy brush and get some of that Tropical Tango in there. And we're gonna go right over the balloons. We're not gonna mind if it blends a little bit, because the balloons are gonna be a little bit transparent, right? And then there's that. Oh, look at that. Ooh, look at our little balloon heaven going on. Get our edges. Oops. I always do that. I always bend the corners up. Just got to be a little gentle around the corners. I just want it a little bit darker around my edges. So I'm going to go back in and just add a little bit more color right at the edges. And then I'm going to leave that, I think, in order to cover this and get our presents in there. What I'm thinking is we'll do like a little table, maybe. See, that's going to go there. Our little packages are going to go behind. Yeah, I think we're going to do a little strip across the bottom to be like a little table. And then I think that'll be cute. So I just need a piece of scrap paper to do our little table area. And I I'm feeling like we might need to add a little bit texture. So I'm gonna put you on pause only to go get some a stamp and another piece of paper. If I can hit the pause button because it's stuck. All right, I picked up a 2.5 inch piece of paper, so that's gonna cover that. That's gonna be our table. And then looky, this is an old wood grain by Simon Hurley as well. I think they're still at Ranger, but this one is gonna be Beautimus, and we're going to stamp it. We're gonna stamp it, stamp it. Okay, let us get, let's do a little bit of gur. Okay, a little bit of gur, a little bit of lightness, and then we're gonna hit it with a little bit of darkness, and that would be our Weeping Willow. Okay, a little bit of light and a little bit of dark. And I just swiped it over a couple of times. Not really meant to fill it in. Okay. And then we're going to just lay this on there and stamp. Press, press, press. You can use this in your stamp positioning, whatever you need. And then you probably wouldn't have, look at that though. Look at that. Oh, isn't that pretty? Okay. So let's see if I can get this top piece inked up. Nope. Yes, we're gonna come right up here and try again. It's one of those designs. There we go. See, it doesn't matter. There's our table. There's our table. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. Again, that was the wood grain. Maybe you have some wood grain paper. That would work. And then I'm gonna take some cookie dough. Where's my cookie dough? Here's my cookie dough brush. And then I'm just gonna kind of fill in the white areas, because I think it's just a little too much white in there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and that'll help hide the fact I didn't stamp it right. Because, you know, we make boo-boos. We just carry on. Just carry on. So there's cookie dough. Look at our table. Okay, so we're gonna put this down. Look at that. Oh, I like it. So there's that. Now we're gonna go and do our other elements. So we're gonna set that up there. We're gonna get our positioner out, because we got to do 2 packages and the cake. Okay, so we're gonna set that in there. There's our cake, and we're gonna stamp this package. Oops, that's the inside. Let's do the outline twice. Set that in here. We're gonna put that right there, and we're gonna set that right there. So that'll give me plenty of room to do another package. You see that? Plenty of room. Oops, please stop moving. Stay put. Okay, and we're gonna use the filler stamps for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and just stamp it in my favorite, Versifine Claire. And of course you can stamp it in your favorite, whatever that may be. Versifine Claire. Whoop. Ooh, look at that. Oops, I missed the bow. I missed the bow. Let me get that bow. Okay, let's try that again. That's why we like those stamp positioners. Why am I missing that bow? Stamp. There. Woohoo! Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty, so pretty. Okay, we're going to clean these so that we can move them. And actually, we're going to move the cake back to its plastic piece, and then we're going to move our presents. If I do it like that, ooh, that'll work. We're going to put it on like that. Ta-da! And then I can just cut it out as one unit. Our presents, our presents. See, that stamped much better the first time around. I don't know. There we go. Beautimous. And then we're gonna use similar colors that we did in the balloons, just to keep it simple. We don't have to dig out a bazillion colors. Maybe that's our color theme, right? So we're gonna pull that off. We're gonna get our filler for the presents. We're gonna line that up. Hope it stops sticking to us long enough to stay put. It lines up really easily. Okay, we're gonna pick up the presents, and then we're gonna do the cake filler. And the cake is in two parts. You're gonna do the drips, and then you're going to do the candle. So we're gonna set this on here to do our drips. Okay. Definitely likes to stick to us, and that's all right. We'll get that in there. Use your, if you gotta get your head in there. Get your, oops. I need to clean my stick mat. And new photopolymers will yank up the paper. Make sure that's still in the right spot. It's a good reason why we use the corner of our machine, or our stamping apparatus. And because these are solid images, I'm going to go ahead and give them a wipe down, because there's chemicals on photopolymer, good quality, well, pretty much all the stamps, right? There's a little chemical on there, the processing, and I think that still looks good. Okay. So we're going to do the cake in purple. We're just going to do one shot of that. Okay. Woo, look at that. One shot of color. And you can obviously put it on as much as you need to. Look at. Isn't that beautiful? So nice. And the Simon Hurley inks, if you want it darker, you just keep adding. Just add more color. Keep on adding, keep on adding. And we darken it up. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's the cake. And then our packages, we're gonna do a little bit of, how do I want to do this? I think we're gonna hit, like, we're gonna do a little bit of Tropical Tango and a little bit of No Diving. We're gonna do like a mash of colors, because why not? We can do whatever we like. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the little blue and just kind of tap it. There we go. I don't know how it'll turn out. Oh my goodness, look it. Oh, I love that. So we'll do that again. Well, we're gonna clean the stamp and move it so that we can do that again. Okay, make sure it's dry, make sure it's clean, and then we can set it right on here. I think I got it. And if you miss a little, it's okay. I miss a little a lot. Okay, so we're gonna do the Tropical Tango, because that's our lighter color. Okay, that way there, if it gets on the blue, it won't affect it as much. And we're gonna put that blue on there. Okay, and then we're gonna use a blending brush just to kind of soften it up. And I'm just tapping. Okay, I don't want harsh marks or anything, so I'm just tapping. And then shut and press. Ooh, look at that. Oh my goodness, isn't that just fun? This is really nice. Really nice. We're gonna go ahead and set that aside. Oh, I forgot my candle, but that's okay. Let's see if we can't hand stamp that today. And we're gonna do, what are we gonna do our candle in? Let's do a red candle, because we have that red balloon. Let's see if we can get red to show for our candle. Okay, I'm gonna stick my head down here, so I need you to move. We were a little off, but not bad. Look at, oh, isn't it cute? Okay, it's fussy cutting time. So you can fast forward through the fussy cutting. We're just gonna leave it here so you can fussy cut with me if you're following along. Okay, we're gonna grab our fun scissors. And I like to fussy cut a halo. Okay, just like a die cut. These packages are gonna be super easy, right? If we can get our scissors to cooperate, or rather the paper. So that's nice and straight. Check that out. This would be cute on a card just like that, right? So we're just gonna come out this way, around, and just kind of loosely follow the line work. And I mean loose, loosey-goosey. We don't need to be perfection. We're gonna leave that big old white space there. We're gonna come over those ones. And then we're gonna come in a little bit, go around. I am gonna cut these packages apart so I can layer them if I need to. And I'm not too worried about this side because that's gonna be layered up over this, right? So we don't have to worry if we get too close. Which we are definitely gonna get we're gonna get really close right there. Get snugly up in your cutting. And again, just loose. Doesn't have to be perfect. You guys, it's an illusion. And then our cake is going to be a piece of cake to cut. Again, nice, easy designs. I am not 100% sure if there's dies. I am making this before seeing the full release. I was just sent 2 items from the release, so yeah. But if there's not dies, don't worry guys, because look how easy this is. And if there's dies, well, if you love dies, you can use them. You can get them. I'm not judgy. I don't mind fussy cutting. Because look at that. It's just stairs. Up, around. We're going to cut that right off so I don't have to worry about it. And then we're going to kind of follow that flame a little bit. And then we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to go down and around and down and around. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. If they wanted perfection, they would go to Hallmark. No. Let me come in here and just smoosh that right off. Okay, are we ready to put our card together? Oh, first things first, we need to trim. You guys, we didn't trim. Because all of my card panels are full-size card panels, so I want to take this down a little bit. We're going to go down to 4 by 5 1/4. I'm just taking a little 1/4 inch off, which means I should probably take a little bit off of this one. Maybe a 1/4 inch, since I took it off the bottom. And then we're going to do to 4 on this one as well. We'll get that back on here. Oh yeah, look at that. Fabulous, fabulous. Okay, so we're gonna put our table down. We're gonna grab some glue. And I just used some Barely Art glue. And you guys, use whatever makes you happy. If you're a tape runner fanatic, use that tape runner. I do like the Barely Arts. I squeeze that on there. It gives you a little bit of wiggle time. Okay, just like so. And then we're gonna put our packages down. Okay. And then our cake. We're gonna put packages behind. We're gonna change it up a little bit. We're gonna do a package like so, and then we're gonna do this one like so. And then our cake in the middle. Okay, I like that. So let's glue these down, and then we're gonna pop this one up. See, our things change. We change our mind, and it's okay. Get our little package on there. And doing perspective, this is the edge of the table, so we want to make sure our packages are down. If we put our packages too close to the edge, that means that they're skinny packages or they're about ready to fall off. Same with the cake. We want the platter of the cake down far enough that we give the illusion that it is on a table. Okay, so we're gonna glue this guy down. Bloop. Right there. And since our table comes all the way to the edge, we could even put these on the edge and give it the illusion that they're big. They're hanging in there. So we're going to grab a little bit of foam tape for those packages, and then we're going to trim everybody up. Okay. Just want to leave a little bit. I don't need a ton. This might be enough. This might be enough. And then we're gonna go like that. Just give ourselves a little bit for the top, the bows here. We said we don't need a ton, so we're gonna do that. Get that flipped back over. Get this peeled. And then I'm gonna fix this corner because I don't particularly like it. Just gonna go like that. And so here we have, you hung out with me. We did all the heat embossing and everything together. Okay. We just popped up our packages. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And then we're gonna trim. And then we're gonna trim some more. And yes, I just changed out my scissors because I don't use my fussy cutting scissors to cut gluey items. These are my glue scissors. Anything that has glue, I use those. And look at that. We have our packages. We have our table with our little wood texture. Isn't that adorable? And showing that we can use the inside stamp just like this, right? We could do that to the balloons and make some fun colors, or we can color them in by hand, which you could also do with the packages, or you can blend right on the stamps and make some beautiful stuff. And then we're gonna get our card base. Look at that. Oh yeah. I'm gonna be pulling in that white that we left in the outline right back in here. Make sure this is opening the proper way. Because, you know, we've all done that. Glued them on upside down, inside out, and backwards. Okay. More glue than I needed, but I like it. So there. Okay, I'm going to flip and smish. Smish it! Smish it. And there it is. Oh, ho, ho, looky. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today, and we will see you next time right here on the channel. Happy crafting, everyone, and thank you, Ranger and Simon Hurley, for allowing me to play with the new birthday party stamp set. And you guys can get yours at your favorite shopping places. I have affiliate links down below for you. Doesn't cost you anything, but I do get a small commission, a little thank you for, you know, pushing the product, especially when I love it so much. So we'll see you next time. Have a great one. Bye-bye.